Mike Tyson said, "What?"
Are you supposed to fight Jake Paul? I read something.
You know something that's interesting?
No, it was Logan.
Or Logan?
I think it's Jake, right? The youngest one, right?
Yeah.
Every they say it's 10, but it's like every 12 or 13 months, boom, something's missing. Like something's missing. Like every 12, boom, I'm losing muscle mass. Boom, it's something. It's always something different, and I don't know. I'm just guys want to fight me for $100 million. I don't think I'll ever do stuff like that anymore. I wanted to do it the first time just for fun, just to have fun, and then some people took it into another level and made it financial, and then the fun went out of it.
I love you. I don't want to see you fight anymore, man. I know you get mad at me when I say that, but I do. I don't want to see you fighting anymore, man.
I don't think I will either, but you never know again.
Let everybody buy Tyson 2.0, man, and fuck the fighting shit.
No, that's the shit that makes you want to fight Tyson 2.0.
Exactly.
How far did that get? Did they like really try to make that happen by offering you like a deal or something?
It was all word of mouth and stuff. I don't know.
The problem is anybody offering you $100 million to fight, you're the draw.
I wouldn't.
You're the draw.
I'm not even interested in doing this stuff. I'm just fun at the first. If it was back when it first started, yes, and we were both fighting in the same card, we were both active, yeah, I would do it. But it just turned into it turned into bad. It didn't turn out right.
Did you get paid all the money you were supposed to get paid from your first fight? Did you ever get that money? Most of it?
But still is a bunch of it's held up. I can't even say anything about this. But yeah, it was really tricky.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dana.
That's what they should call it, tricky instead of triller.
Welcome back to the channel. If you haven't already, definitely hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, and also hit that notification bell so you can see when my videos are coming out. This story really caught my attention. You know, I am a Mike Tyson fan. Anybody who grew up and got a chance to watch the athletics in the 80s was fantastic. You know, these guys were bigger than life when it comes to sports and entertainment back then. We didn't have social media, so it's like when you saw the guy, when you saw this person, it was unbelievable. And half the time, even with the entertainers, the musicians, you didn't see them every day. You know, so in order to see them, you you bought an album, and you would see the clothes they had on, and you would try to duplicate the clothing that they had on by, you know, taking the album cover and try to fix it up in your own style. But Mike Tyson was by far one of the greatest entertainers, biggest draws ever in sports. He was coming to the ring with no socks on, all black. He didn't play music. He just had one note. And he basically was the most feared guy just from his perception. And you have to thank his coach, Customato, for that. Because Mike Tyson was not a big guy. He's like between 5'8" and 5'10", beating heavyweight champions. And he was the biggest draw. He made so much money with his fights. People just want to see him knock somebody out in one round. And he met his match, you know, when he fought people who was not scared of him. You know, but he was a fantastic fighter. And when his career was over, he was hied up, and he said that thought he was going to die from the drugs or what have you. And he ended up getting on the movie Hangover that changed his career. And also he got a wife, his third wife, that changed his life. And that's one thing that you should think about. It depends on who's in your life, where you're going to go. You know, that wife is supposed to be a helpmate and elevate you, not take from you like Robin Givens did. His life was horrible when he had her, but his wife now, he loves his life. And it's a beautiful thing. Now, I did watch his last fight. I was, like everybody else, excited to see Mike Tyson, but we thought we was going to see the Mike Tyson of old. Mike Tyson of old didn't, you know, he hated the world, you know. And when he fought this time, I could tell he's not that person anymore. He's 50-something years old. He ain't fighting 20 years. He had some of the skills, but again, he said he was doing it for fun. And Jake Paul, it would have been a epic fight, obviously, but Iron Mike Tyson is not Iron Mike anymore. He is so nice. He's making money. And one thing that I learned is if you're a sports enthusiast, any of these athletes, once they get money, they can't get themselves to work out because the workout is the hardest part. If you're sitting there sleeping on silk sheets, going to your bathroom, and you got heated floors and you're living this fantastic life, why would you want to fight and put yourself through that when you already have the money? That's what you see a lot that happens with these athletes, entertainers. They don't work as hard anymore because they live in a good life. So I'm happy that he is not boxing. I don't want to see him get hurt. It was really bad when Evander Holyfield tried to fight at 57. It was horrible. You know, a lot of times you want to picture people at the height of their career when they were their best. You don't want to see them at their worst. It's the hardest thing to watch. So I do want to see Jake Paul and the Paul brothers fight a boxer, but they have a good thing going on right now where they have real fighters on their cards, and their real fighters are making so much money on these cards that they don't get in boxing. In the UFC, they're really underpaying these guys, and I understand why. If you know business, they're not generating a lot of money. These people are not draws. Like if you look at the pay-per-view numbers, their pay-per-view numbers are not really huge. These fighters, like the last fight I just watched was Francis Ngannou, I think that's how you pronounce his name, and I think he fought 20 times in the UFC, and he only got $500,000, and this was the pay-per-view fight. Now, maybe he'll get some money on the back end. I don't know, but the reason why they keep having these fighters who are losing right now fight, like Conor McGregor, which lost 3 of the last 4, I think. Jorge Masvidal is another one who continue to lose, and Diaz continue to lose because they have these cult-like followings that everybody want to see them. So Dana White is looking at it as a business move because all these other people are not marketing themselves. Like Usman, he's not marketing himself as well. And Adesanya is not marketing himself as well. So, and John Jones was another one. He didn't make money like he should. So Jake Paul got something going on. We're like, hey, come fight me and I'll give you millions. Who wouldn't want to do that? And Francis at this point want to make some money. He's 35 years old. He don't have that much left. And so he's like, I want to spar one of those guys. So in hindsight, Jake Paul really changing the game for good or bad. I don't know. But a lot of people want to get out their contracts and fight with Jake Paul. But anyway, what do you think about what Mike Tyson said about retiring and just living his life? I'm pretty sure most of the people agree with that. Just leave your comments below and I'll see you on the next video.